Let's get right into it. Some characters have a big, black rectangle covering their eyes with another pair of eyes drawn on top of it. This sensor box is an obvious tell that you're dealing with an anomaly, and you should treat it as such and press the shutters just like I did here. Some patients have 3 glowing red eyes instead of the regular 2. This is one of the most obvious appearance anomalies, and you should be able to spot it immediately. They can be quite creepy, but if you close the shutters like I did here, everything will be fine. This anomaly appears in broken CCTV cameras around the hospital. When it spawns, the camera will slowly zoom in on the monster. If you let it zoom in, you will take sanity damage. You have to press the exit button along the bottom of the screen in time to avoid sanity damage. Then, go and fix the camera so you can look into it safely. Another more obvious appearance anomaly is the hollow face. These patients have 2 empty holes in place of their eyes and a wide-open, frowning mouth. The same hollow face expression that can be seen in person or on photos can also appear on the CCTV camera. This one can be hard to spot, especially if the anomaly is not looking at the camera. Use the camera in the waiting room and take a close look at the patient's eyes to make sure they're not hollow before letting them in. Close the shutters on these patients and do not let them inside the hospital. Some patients have large, wide eyes and a creepy smile. These patients look evil from the get-go, and they are. Close the shutters on them immediately. There is no need to check the camera or CCTV. Just close the shutters on them. This customer is similar to both the wide eyes and sharp teeth anomalies, but they have a set of human chompers instead. Don't bother checking these patients in, simply close the shutters on them straight away. If a patient or visitor has an elongated or otherwise unnatural body on the CCTV camera, you're looking at an anomaly. These figures can be very long, tall, or wide, and their limbs poke out at very strange angles. It's kind of silly how they are just stretched out. Close the shutters on them. Some photos can have a staticky film on top of them that obscures the picture. This is a sign of an anomaly, and you shouldn't serve that animal. Close the shutters on them to keep yourself and your patients safe. If a photo shows a character with bloodshot eyes, a grotesque smile, or blurred features, that's an anomaly. Looking at these pictures costs you sanity, so avoid these debuffs by observing photos on the desk before picking them up. There's no need to risk yourself by picking pictures up straight away. Close the shutters on them. If a patient has different eyes in their photo than they do when you're looking at their model, they are an anomaly. The difference can be subtle, so you really have to pay attention. The eyes don't have to be completely different. It could be as simple as one pair having eyelids or pupils while the other doesn't. This is similar to the different eyes anomaly, but the animal can have different ears instead. These are more obvious than some of the eye differences, but they can still be subtle, so make sure you're checking the photos carefully. If a patient's ears or eyes don't match the animal standing in front of you, they're an anomaly. This is the hardest anomaly to spot, since the cameras are far away from the visitors and the only one that shows their eyes is in the waiting area. First, take a look at the customer and take note of their ear and eye shape. Then look at the camera. The difference can be as subtle as an extra eyelid or a pupil, so make sure you're looking closely. If the photo shows a character model that differs from the animal standing in front of you, it's an anomaly. These photos can show different colored characters, characters with different markings, or just completely different animals in general. These anomalies are not be visible by looking at the patient, but they show up in their photo. Some of these photos can be cursed, and looking at them strips away 10 sanity points. To avoid this, take the patient's photo and wait for it to become clear on the desk. If the photo looks normal, then you can pick it up. The headbanger is an unsettling anomaly with a hollow face. It walks into the office, approaches the window in the patient waiting area, and starts banging its head against the glass. The headbanger will do this for a couple of minutes before cracking the glass and leaving. This is more inconvenient than anything else, because you can't use the shutters until the monster disappears. But if you give it coffee, it will stop and go away. Skinwalkers are monsters that emerge from anomalies that are let into the hospital. An anomaly can turn into a skinwalker at any time after admittance. They let out a roar when they emerge, so play with sound on so you can get a heads up when one appears. When you hear the roar, get a weapon like the gun or taser and shoot the monster before it eats you or a patient. You can beat them off with your bare hands, as well if needed. Once you've stopped a skinwalker with your bare hands, it won't stay down forever. After a short while, it will get back up. But don't worry, it will disappear on its own shortly afterward. You won't need to keep fighting it forever, so just stay aware of your surroundings until it vanishes. Stalkers are tall, black monsters that hide around corners and deal sanity damage if you look straight at them. Avoid eye contact with them if you see one out of the corner of your eye. They can be pretty scary, so stay alert every time you go to a room. Tendrils are large, purple tentacles that emerge from patients in the surgery room. They are exceedingly rare and only appear in room 8. If you get a warning that a monster has appeared in room 8, head in there and complete the patient's surgery before the timer runs out. If you don't make it in time, the patient will die. Remember that do not use a taser or gun on this patient or else the patient will die. The Don't Look Up monster is a hideous, fleshy lump of skin and eyeballs that weeps on the ceiling. Avoiding it is simple, just don't look up. If you do, it will deal steady sanity damage until you look away. Just don't be stupid and avoid looking at it. You can also use eye drops to make the monster stop damaging you. The bed monster lurks under the beds of patients and has large black hands that poke out from underneath the mattress. There is a large red box on the floor that you must avoid. If you touch the box, the monster will catch you and start dragging you under, dealing sanity damage. The bed monster can also attack patients, pulling them under the bed if they get caught. If this happens, you can save the patient by interacting with the monster the same way shown in the video. If you spot a bed monster and want to make it leave peacefully before anyone gets hurt, simply give it maple syrup. The monster will accept the offering and disappear without harming you or the patient. The ghost wanders around the hospital, phasing in and out, opening up doors, scaring players and patients alike. When you see a ghost somewhere in the hospital, or you notice ectoplasm on the ground, or you could use a fire extinguisher, you could also get someone on your team on a camera, and they can see its location in the hospital. Grab a taser or a gun. You need to sneak up to it and use these items to get rid of it. Some anomalies stare straight at the camera when you look at them through the CCTV. A normal patient should be staring straight ahead at the office, not at the camera. Close the shutters on them. Hiders are invisible monsters that hide against windows, curtains, and walls in the hospital. Getting too close to them causes them to emerge from their hiding spots and attack you. These monsters are hard to spot, but breathe very loudly. Play with sound so you can hear their raspy breaths and scan the room where you hear the noise. You can still see their eyes and smile against their hiding spots. If you see one, either avoid it by not getting too close or use your gun or taser to defeat them. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe for more videos like this.